I'm going to rate and review a few shoes that nurses often choose for their busy long day shifts, so you guys can get a bit of a better idea. Some of them I've worn, some of them I haven't worn, but here is my rundown of the following 5 shoes. Number 1 are these Skechers, and I have used these. I had these for a very long time when I first qualified, and they are super comfortable. I had them for about 2 years before they then were falling apart, needed some new ones, and then I was kindly gifted some other ones. They are super comfortable. You can slip them on. They're nice and supportive. They're soft. They don't hurt your feet. You can sort of wear them all day without having to feel like you'd have to take them off. And I feel like they look okay. They look all right with both trousers and dresses with your tights. So these would get probably, the only thing is they're not like 100% wipeable, these ones, so often not very good for a lot of nurses in different healthcare settings. So for that reason I would rate them an 8 out of 10. Secondly, I am going to review these ones, which are the ones that I was kindly gifted by Hawkwell, and these were super comfortable. So they had a little bit more of a platform rather than the Skechers that I've just showed you beforehand. So they were nice and supportive. The only thing I would say is that they felt slightly cheaper than like the Skechers, so not quite as, I don't know, like they were spongy and comfortable, but perhaps just not up to the same quality as what Skechers would be, but still really comfortable. Plus the good thing about these ones is that they are wipeable, which is fantastic. I feel like especially if you're working on the wards and places, you definitely need to have wipeable shoes. It's often as part of infection prevention control, so really important. So for that reason I would again probably rate these ones an 8 out of 10. Thirdly are the ones that I'm currently wearing at the moment, which is the Crocs, and these are a slip-on version and they are really comfortable. I've only been wearing them probably for maybe 4 months, but so far so good. They are comfortable, they're quite supportive. I was worried that they were going to be quite flat because I've got quite flat feet, but actually they are supportive. The only thing I would say is that they get extremely hot. Now that might seem obvious because they are like a plastic enclosed shoe, but it's not something that I'd really thought about. I do get really smelly feet, so I was hoping that they would help with that. Again, they're easily wipeable. You can just wipe them all over. I think they've even said that you can put them in the tumble dryer, which most of the shoes do, to be fair. So I would rate these probably a 7 out of 10. Number 4 is the Clark shoes. Now, I have personally not worn these. I just don't like them, and I am all about comfort, and comfort is key, especially if you're doing very long day shifts, 12, 13 hours. Even my shifts as a practice nurse, they're normally about 10 hours, which is a long day, and I have a mixture of sitting down, standing up, so you do need your shoes to be super comfortable. They are, I think they're like a leather design as well, so I guess they are wipeable, but I just personally really dislike the style. However, I have heard that they are very comfortable and a lot of nurses love and rave about them, so perhaps I need to stop being so vain. And then lastly, number 5 are these kickers. Now, again, I had these when I was a student nurse at some point, and I did also have them when I was at school, which is going back quite a long way now. But they are, again, super comfortable. They're like a leathery, I don't know if they're like full leather or if they're like a leather effect. So wipeable, they are comfortable, but again, they do often come with either a strap or ties to tie. So again, perhaps not very infection prevention control friendly. So it's important to check your trust's policy as to what your uniform includes. But I would say they are very comfortable. They lasted me a number of years, and I would recommend them for comfort, and I feel like they're stylish as well. Now, I am not a fashion guru. I'm not claiming to be a fashion guru, but I do think that these look very nice and they're comfortable and they're wipeable to a certain extent. So these ones would probably get again a 7 out of 10. Let me know your opinion and what you would recommend below.